Hi, I'm Jenna with Heal Your Own Sleep, and I'm here today to talk about 10 things that will actually make your insomnia worse. The first thing is sleeping pills. A lot of times people go to their doctor for a prescription. They're like, "Doc, I need trazodone, I need Ambien, I need Lunesta," or even taking over-the-counter sleeping pills. You can take these thinking that they're going to help your sleep problem get better. And sometimes they do help in the short term, but they often lead to more sleeping problems. There's a lot of documented side effects with pills like Ambien that I used to be on. Would make me actually talk in my sleep and walk in my sleep. And they're just not good overall. They're not a good long-term solution to being able to end chronic sleep problems. Number 2 is watching TV in bed. Again, you can think that this is going to help. In the short term, it might. You might fall asleep better, but in the long term, it's not going to be good for your overall quality of sleep. In order to sleep soundly, you need an environment conducive to sleep, which means shutting out the lights, including the TV. And to that, I'll also add that you probably shouldn't have too much screen time either. You should shut down all your electronics like your computer or your phone at least an hour or two before bed in order to maximize the possibility of getting the best sleep possible. Number 3 is laying in bed when you can't sleep. I know it's tempting when you've got chronic insomnia to just lay there and kind of, well, I'm tired, I'll lay here and sleep will eventually come, but it doesn't always work that way, and sometimes it can actually make things worse. Number 4 is doing other things in your bedroom, and this picture, computer screen. I mean, a lot of people have a home office even set up in their bedroom, which is not a good idea. They say the only thing your bedroom should be used for is sleep and sex, and if you're not doing either of those, then you need to find another room in your house to do it in. Number 5, certain diets. A lot of diets have become popular, such as the Atkins plan. That one is notorious for giving people bad sleep. I know I tried it for a few weeks and my insomnia was horrible when I was on it. There's other diets as well that may not be good. Gluten-free may make you sleep worse at night. There's certain foods in general that will, make your sleep worse, which we can talk about in another video. But there's certain diet plans in particular. The Mediterranean diet, I think, is another one that I've heard really does not promote good sleep. So you want to research any diet before you start it. If you do have chronic insomnia, what are the effects going to be on my sleep before I start this diet? And this may seem like converse advice, but going to bed on an empty stomach can be bad for your sleep as well. It's not good to eat certain foods like, obviously everyone knows don't drink too much caffeine before bed, but there's other foods as well that you probably shouldn't eat before bed, which, again, that's another video. But anything like high in tryptophan, like I pictured cereal here because milk has tryptophan in it. Something mild like that, a small snack on an empty stomach can help you sleep better at night than going to bed with a completely empty stomach, which will just keep you up tossing and turning. Exercising too late in the day. Well, it is good to exercise in general. That's good for sleep overall. You shouldn't do it too late in the day. Exercising too late in the day will actually keep you awake at night. The exception to this is maybe doing some light yoga in bed when you can't sleep on those sleepless nights. But you really don't want to do anything aerobic or strenuous, because even though you might feel physically tired afterward, it will actually keep you up. Hot shower before bed. And I just had a little fun here, inserted the eye candy, but hot showers. You can take a hot shower thinking that it's going to help, and it may actually relax you, but it can also be invigorating. A hot shower can, and it can lead to, you know, opening up your blood vessels, you're stimulated, now you're awake. So again, it's counter to what you may think is going to be helpful. It may actually increase your likelihood that you won't be able to sleep. Not de-stressing before bed. This is a big one, and I'm going to have a lot of tips about how to de-stress, because there's different ways to do it, but you need to learn to let go before bed. So a lot of people spend time in bed sitting there waiting, you know, just thinking about what they have to do the next day, thinking about all the work that awaits, thinking about their appointments for tomorrow, and, you know, did I get this project done in time? And you have to find a way to let go of all that before you go to sleep, because obviously that's going to be a big part of keeping you awake, is those wheels turning in your head and just keeping you from quality sleep. Number 10, taking advice from other people who couldn't sleep 1 or 2 nights. Now, I have chronic insomnia. I had it for 5 years, and I've actually found a way to beat my chronic insomnia and overcome it. But during my journey, I found a lot of people who would say, oh, well, you know, when I couldn't sleep, I would do this or do that, fill in the blank. They were giving advice, they were well-meaning, you know, they meant well, but they really didn't understand what it's like to go sometimes 2, 3, 4, even 5 nights at a time with feeling like you're not sleeping, and just the misery that chronic insomnia causes. So always keep in mind who you're getting the advice from. Maybe research what their sleep problems were before you take their advice, because if it's somebody that's, you know, got an occasional night where they don't sleep well, that doesn't cut it for me. But do your own research. Take everyone's advice with a grain of salt, and kind of ask them what they've struggled with before you decide whether or not to take their advice. And I encourage you to keep tuned in to Heal Your Own Sleep, where I'm going to share my own journey of how I overcame chronic insomnia and sleep a lot better now than I ever did. And I'm going to continue to bring you tips, advice, and I'd really like to know what you're struggling with that you'd like me to cover. So I can document my own journey, but it's probably going to be most helpful to know what you'd like to hear about. So feel free to leave it in the comments below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks.